everyone, this is Manjusha Radhakrishnan, entertainment editor for Gulf News. We end 2024 with a bang, and we have none other than Bollywood's most bankable and one of the loveliest talents out there, Varun. Dhawan, thank you so much for speaking to us. And of course, the girl of the moment, she's also a bride. By the way, we got so many hits thanks to you. Viral, you went viral. All your wedding pictures. She's making her Bollywood debut. Thank you so much for speaking to us. You guys are rebels with a cause, right? In Baby John?
That's very true. We are rebels, but with a cause, with a proper cause. We say.
Right. It talks about sexual violence against women, a very sobering topic. How do you guys maintain that it doesn't become too sensationalized?
I think by not being too preachy and getting down to the brass tacks. Awakening happens only when a case happens or something you see happens in your life. So hence, I think all the characters who are going about their lives and living life like how everyone does live normally, because something has not happened close to home. But when something hits close to home, hits close to like in your city, in your area, that's when you awake. And that happens in real life as well. So similarly in the film, that happens. So it's not some preachy crusade, one man going on a crusade against this or something like that. There are things which are happening close to home. There are things which are where he's experiencing and seeing these things which are causing the awakening.
Right. How about you? What kind of role are we looking at so that it's not reductive, right, when you talk about movies such as this?
This is about my role in film, right? And my role, I can't reveal too much about the character, but as a character, this is nothing less than what I could have asked for, because it's a great debut. It's a character filled with a lot of emotions, and I get to play, I get to romance, and I get to make people cry in the film, and there's a lot of emotions that's playing around in the film, and also the character's name is Meera, and she plays a very, very, very important part in the film.
She plays a doctor, which is a great occupation to have, I think, in a film.
Yeah.
Right.
Funnily enough, I have always wanted to play a doctor in a film because one of my favorite series is Scrubs.
No, brain freeze.
Scrubs is by far one of my most favorite series. I would watch it when I was in university.
Right.
And so that's why, so when she was playing a doctor, I was like, damn, that's such a cool occupation to have.
Right.
And she's got this, she's a very quirky doc, like, you know, when I meet her for the first time.
It's a very chirpy character, and like I said, it's everything that an actor would want in a film.
Right.
I got to do everything that I would want to do in a film.
Right.
So I'm very, very happy how it's turned out, be it my character, be it the film, and be it our chemistry in the film. I think it's come out great.
So they say marriage is not, not up to wives to, let's say, reform badly raised men. Do you guys truly believe that? It's, they expect like the parenting to be bad, and suddenly when they grow as an adult, a woman is given that power. The power mantle. Now you improve him. Does that work? Does this movie also talk about that particular strand?
You know, I have to probably correct myself now that I'm live on TV over here, that I have also said this. I mean, I tell my wife the same thing. But that's also because as kids, or when we are being brought up, we are so used to the mother telling us, ye mat karo, ya wo mat karo, this is right, this is wrong, that most men grow up like that. So hence the psychology is placed in this way. But now that I am a parent myself, I realize how flawed that thing is, you know. It cannot be up to only the mother. It cannot be up to another woman who, when your child grows up, that she will reform your child or something. I think it has to be done from day one. And even
I think people around society and everything also plays a role. It's just not about your upbringing. And I think that's the best that parents could give their children. But after a point, it's about what direction they want to go in, right? And it's about how they want to be and how they want to nurture themselves.
For me, having become a parent right now, I think the most you can do is exposure. What exposure are you giving your child? We live in such a global society today that you're giving them Western, Desi, you're giving them all kind of exposure. What do you want to let your child be exposed to becomes a very important part. But being a girl dad right now, I'm in a very protective zone right now. almost like, I mean, this might sound very stupid, but when I was home for a few days, there was a mouse in my house, you know, because I live near the beach. So we have these cameras, so we could see this mouse going everywhere. So I just told Natasha, I said, you take her and go to your mom's house. Let's get this control, that control. And Natasha is like, you know, this happens in houses.
mouse.
You know,
It's a mouse. Calm down.
So I mean, no. It shouldn't go near any of Lara's
You're
stuff.
so
It shouldn't-
protective.
So I'm in that phase right now where I'm like that Punjabi dad almost. Which
Fair
is
enough.
Very cliche. I've become a cliche.
No, you're
That's what
not.
I've become.
And I think you're also weirdly choosing projects like Baby John, I think, right?
This has just happened.
Okay.
My wife was not pregnant actually when we were doing this film.
Okay.
Because we shot it for a while, and nor was Citadel for that matter. It just so happened that I played a girl dad in both these films.
Yes.
And now I've had a girl child. It's just,
Sorry.
it's not real becoming real, it's real becoming real.
In your case. No, but it's really good. When you read news about sexual violence, etc., we get desensitized, right? We talk about it, we read about it, and then talk and write a few words. Like you said, be woke on Twitter or social media. What do you think should be done differently? Do you think capital punishment is the way to go? Do you guys think about it? Especially after working on a movie that deals with it.
It's see, Manju is very intelligent. She's
Yeah,
already
yeah.
gone the step ahead. I think the film offers some kind of solution. One, a very extreme one, and one which is to do with parenting. Now it's up to society and the audience to choose which is the better one. Obviously, choosing the parenting one is better because prevention is better than cure.
Right.
But having said that, I had a lot of interactions with a lot of cops, you know, some encounter specialists also before doing this film.
yes.
And sometimes you're not left with any other option. You're not left with any other option because these crimes are so heinous and so evil
Bestial.
that you have to almost set an example when because the whole truth is sometimes not revealed to all of us. Because we might not be able to handle the truth. You know, we
it's
might
very
not be able to
painful.
handle
Yeah,
what actually went
yeah,
down.
yeah.
So this only the cops know, the law and order situation know, and they don't want to reveal this because you don't want to see the true face of the human minds.
Right. No, it's very. Do you guys go into a dark space in a movie like this or not? Both of you. Like, do you snap out of it? Varun, you have done so much work this year. I've met Varun more than I think I've met my children. I'm telling you, seriously, 4 times, 5 times. It's a good thing for an actor, but you need to tell us, like, what do you think?
You do go into a very heavy space sometimes, and when
Especially when you're
Yeah.
shooting particular scenes, I think it's very hard hitting. And just to add up to what you said earlier, I think movie is a space, it's a platform where you can scream what you want. That's the place where you can talk how you can change things in the society, right? And that's what we could do. And that's what we are doing. So I'm happy that this is a platform. We have a platform called cinema, where we can talk about all this, and we can, you know, these are where we can demand for some change. We're hoping for some change to happen in the future.
You know, I think this film I've done some of my most intimate scenes with a female co-star, and by intimate I mean there are small portions of that in the trailer. There are portions where me and she are just covered with dust and dirt and blood and tears and everything, and we are just holding on to each other for dear life. And we are, so as an actor or as a human being, you're the most vulnerable then, you know. You're almost stripped out of everything, and you only have each other to rely on because we are so close that I can see her eyes and she can see my eyes, and the camera is just getting a camera does get a sizable portion of that emotion, but I received that, you know, fully. So even honestly, when I dubbed that scene, I honestly broke down when I dubbed that scene, and I don't have to do anything but break down in that scene, and it was happening to me while seeing it.
Right.
And because it's so, I mean, it was a very heavy scene for I
Yeah,
think
it
both of
was.
us to go through. But
Right. You guys are the agents of change. Do you think art should provoke, or is it all about blockbuster-friendly success as well? What do you think? What's your holy grail?
I feel you cannot hold actors responsible for this. You can't hold filmmakers responsible for this because this is an entertainment medium. But once an actor reaches a certain status, thoda bahut you have to get into that, because then if you're not, you can do just for fun because then you're giving humor to society, but little bit of good messaging, not preaching, That nobody likes.
Yeah.
He's allergic to preaching, clearly.
I don't
Do
like
not
preaching.
preach.
I
Papa,
think
don't
all of
preach.
us are.
Don't preach. Because I can't talk about the environment and then I'm roaming in a big car, taking planes. So that's what I mean. But I feel a conscience awakening has to happen. An evolution has to. And
Has
I'm
to
saying
happen, yeah.
same goes with journalism, I guess,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
you
we have
can
to be
keep doing
sensitive.
it till you get to a point, but then after that, if you don't stand up for the right thing, then
Stand up for the right
After
cause.
a point,
Yeah.
I think there is a certain level of responsibility that's also involved.
Right.
So I think we should take it over and probably take it one step ahead every time.
Right.
but you got to be open to getting a lot of hate also when you do that.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah.
lot of trolling. When you stand for something, be ready for the other side as well.
Yeah.
But he manages everything quite well. He's a pro at it. You have figured it out, right?
No,
Figured
I
to
get-
deal with the hate.
I get the hate. I get down. Then I play with my dog.
Brilliant. Last
Okay.
question, of
The
course.
remedy.
How do you want to end 2024? And if you were to look back on the year, how would you describe it? Phenomenal?
Oh,
Or it could have been better? Be honest.
For me, it's been great. My film started off. My release started off with this film Rabutata that I did in Tamil. It's a very sweet movie, a sweet message, and that talks about the impositions that go on women. And it was a very sweet film to work on. And then came my wedding. It's very, very special for me. And it was a very, very long term relationship. And finally we decided to get married, and that has happened. And immediately after this is my Bollywood debut. So
Yeah.
I think it's probably the best.
The best
The
year?
best year,
What
yeah.
about you? You became a dad.
I became a dad.
Yeah.
You know, there was a time in my life when I started feeling that shit, time is just going so fast. I'm not realizing everything is happening so fast. I'm not being able to seize the moment. But this year, finally, I felt everything slowed down because I was doing so much work and I was relishing every moment of the work I was doing. It was very hard. But I finally felt like the old Varun, like when I was in 2012 when I made my debut, where I was clawing and I was, fighting against odds. I was being pushed in a corner and I was hitting back. And the reason, I don't know how my life looks to people outside, but because I'm going into a very alien genre, I've not done this genre.
Yes.
So hence the struggle, hence the fight back, hence the opportunity to answer all the people who are questioning me in my own industry. Hence the everything. I might feel a certain way of myself, but a lot of people don't. So this can be that answer. But I have to put myself in this position
Yes.
to give that. So this felt a lot. This 2024 felt a lot like 2012 for me actually.
Brilliant. It's like agents of change, that too in a veshti.
It's
Can we just say he rocks a veshti? For a South, I'm from
sure.
Kerala. I know guys in a lungi can rock it.
Oh, then you please watch.
I
this
want to
film.
see you how you
Because you're
fold
from
it.
Kerala, so
Yeah, it's a
please
true
watch how you
test.
fold it.
Because
I
in
will.
Kerala, Mohanlal sir is known
Yes.
for this.
Thank you very much. I
Yeah,
thought
so-
of that.
yeah.
2020, the scene. Oh my God.
And you see, I have a monologue in Malayalam in film, which is a one take. So you see that also.
Oh my God, I'm worried for all the
Which I had
Malayalis.
a lot of pressure while doing
Yes.
because I had a lot of Malayalis around me while doing it. So every time you is it okay? Is it okay? No, this accent, sir. This Baratte you say in a certain way. You say this.
You're so cute. Oh my
So,
God,
yeah.
well done. Malayalis, there's so many here,
Lots
they'll
of-
watch it.
yeah, yeah.
They'll watch it.
Sure.
I think Baby John is already like, the Malayalis will definitely buy a ticket for this. And thank you for being agents of change in this movie and entertaining us.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manusha. Thank you so much.
Thank you.